Pro Pimpretzer movement versus SRV Raffing Point. Got 12 drivers on the grid, 6v6, very balanced by the looks of things in grid positioning. Pro Pimpretzer movement have got the 1-2 with Pim and Patrick and UFC. As we're getting ready to go. Lights are green and it's go, go, go. Pim rockets off ahead, he builds himself a bit of a gap there. It's the rest of the pack form up behind him. And the safety car is in tow. Oh, MLS with a bit of a chicane hit there. Yeah, but lots of fighting. Someone has just sailed straight off the track. Pat, I've got Pat in fourth there. It looked like someone went straight into a wall. Arakan has pulled up to second place, right behind Pim. Raf is battling for third. You're going to go for safety car already, yeah? It's your call, man. Put it out. Right, this safety car is out immediately at the start of the race. Yeah. What's the deal with Arakan? Because everyone just used that opportunity to pit and repair their damage.
Mustn't have done any damage.
So, does he fall back into position?
No, not at all.
No,
he can stay there if he wants.
Ah, interesting. That'll give you something to do for the next few laps.
Well, you should let me by if he's smart.
Yeah, he is your teammate. Arakan's strobing on my screen.
I was defending the inside not to get punted, and still I got hit by someone. Mistakes.
Right, and now you're just about to catch up to the safety car.
Yeah, Arakan is teleporting all over the screen.
Yeah, well,
he's moving like a fucking...
He has been having lag issues in the quali. It was very noticeable. Blue Phoenix is his first time driving safety car. Decided to go for the Mercedes-Benz. Arakan's connection is starting to look really dodgy. Okay, so when will the safety car be coming back in?
Cameron, tell ref to respect the gap.
Raf being the lone SRV Raffing Point driver, currently sat in third place, but obviously the safety car will be coming in very momentarily. So if we, so we are currently on board with the safety driver. Oh, Arakan nearly went off the back of him.
Yeah, dude, he's lagging so much. Cameron, tell him to watch out because he's lagging hard.
So as they come around the final bend of lap 2, it's a safety car going in. Okay, let's have a look. Middle of the grid, Nicolas has just pulled up to 6th and 7th. Kepero's dropped down to 7th as Devil's Hound. Kepero's fallen back to 8th. So yeah, the middle of the grid is very bunched up. It's not a safe place to be with all the bends. Raf trying to make a move on Pim. He's trying to make various moves on Pim, but Pim's defending like crazy. We've got Patrick in 4th, sandwiching Raf in a Pimpretzer sandwich. Pim has collected the first place for the first 5 laps. Oh, Raf going on the inside of Arakan. Arakan is... I'm not entirely sure what happened there. It looked like Arakan sideswiped Raf and then he ghosted. If we let's go to the onboard of Raf. Raf has taken severe damage to the front bumper and front left wheel. Don't know how that affected. Patrick's now moved up to third. Arakan didn't take any damage at all in that collision, which is interesting. Yeah, what are you going to have? Are we going to have to make a decision? Raf's now dropped down to fifth, and fourth. He's battling with Ender.
Well, it's a hard one because
yeah, Raf's gone into the pits to.
With some light damage. It's not engine damage.
Yeah, Raf's gone into the pits for some repairs, which has allowed Kepler and Ender to now push up the grid. Kepler just looked like he'd been tapped by Ender, allowed him to hit the wall. The Pro Pimpets and movement are really starting to dominate the upper half of the grid here as we move further back.
It's going to be frustrating for them though, because with their current state of the team being a bit behind ours, and then that punt from Arakan on Raf, that's really kicked them hard because Raf was their highest driver, and now he's all the way back.
So as we move down the grid now, we've got MLS and Patrick. Oh no, Patrick in fifth, MLS in sixth, and ZenQ in seventh. There's not 1/100th of a second between the three of them as they're battling for position. MLS is currently stuck in a Pimpets and movement sandwich as he sits in sixth place between Patrick and ZenQ. ZenQ is really performing well this race. As we've discussed in the past, MLS is a very fast driver. He's a very aggressive driver. Doesn't necessarily always have the best racecraft, but he is incredibly fast. He's just got to get past the barrier that is Patrick. Interesting note to point there is ZenQ and Patrick both being Polish, keeping the Frenchman at bay in a Poland sandwich. So the Poland sandwich of ZenQ and Patrick. ZenQ in ninth, Patrick in sixth. They've sort of wedged Nicholas and Devil's Hound in between them in the seventh and eighth position. ZenQ going for a cheeky overtake as he connects with Devil's Hound on T1 of lap 30. Devil's Hound takes the position back as they do the hairpin. Now they're battling side by side. It's so close between them two. Devil's Hound backs off a little bit. I think ZenQ has got the superior tyres. Yeah, he's got a fresher set of tyres and he's on softs compared to Devil's Hound's mediums. ZenQ's looking to push up and take seventh from Nicholas.
The good thing about these longer races is that anything can happen. We've seen it before. And these special event races are such fun because you can change a lot with strategy and repacking yourself if things goes wrong.
ZenQ with a very wide overtake on Nicholas. Gets up to seventh place. Who have we got in the pits? Nicholas is currently in the pits. His car's on fire by the looks of things. Kep's dropped back to sixth. Kep, MLS and Patrick are really grouped up now as Patrick's pushed up to fifth. MLS in fourth. Yeah, all three of them are less than a second apart.
So they are really battling now.
Yeah, 6, 5 and 4. If we go to fourth place, which is MLS, they've all dropped back to like 11 seconds behind Enderwolf. So now, as we see on board with MLS, he's got Kepler behind him. Kepler's just taken fifth back from Patrick. Patrick looks like he's going to try and go for a manoeuvre, or at least apply enough pressure. Kepler has just taken MLS as Patrick. Both of them have shot ahead. So now Kepler is back in fourth, Patrick in fifth as they approach the straight across the line for start lap 60. Raising. Really done well to maximise your tyres and your fuel.
Thank you. Final sector now.
You might run out just as you cross the line.
No, I got 1.4 laps left.
Alright, okay.
Should be looking at the track, not that. Almost made me crash, Carl.
Oh god! Oh
Only
God!
got one penalty.
Oh God!
You gave me a penalty code. Exactly 100 minutes of this race to cross the line. There we go.
Ah, congratulations! Pim takes first place by a stretch. This has
100
been
minutes exactly.
a hell of a marathon.
Yeah, that was a long one.
As
The
Arakan
longest
is,
GGRC race so far.
yeah, Arakan does the final chicane and then moves up to the final right-hand bend. Now pushes down the straight. Oh, he has a very shaky exit to the bend there. He's now pushing towards the line. So we get comments in the chat. Arakan crosses the line for second. Ender now does the left hand and the right hand as he pushes towards the chicane and the final bend to complete the final leg of the lap. It's a grand slam for you, isn't it? Qualified first, win,
Yeah.
and fastest lap. Enderwolf crosses the line in third. So that's a clean sheet for the podium of the Pro Pimprezza movement.
Kepler hanging on in fourth.
Kepler, yeah, has done an outstanding job of getting to fourth place.
Yeah, well done to him.
Patrick in fifth, has done incredibly well. In sixth, MLS is keeping ZenQ at bay. Yeah, definitely. MLS defending like crazy to cross the line for sixth, and ZenQ in seventh. ZenQ had his running mate Patrick, and then yeah, unfortunately eighth downwards. Just a bunch of DNFs. It's Pim that takes the victory.
There we go. Another one on the list.